top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams?
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Oh, he just handled it poorly. It's a fumble. And the defense got it.
That's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Picked up 6 on that last one, now second and inches. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the big throw. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off-play action on 1st down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking for a deep man. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Noles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first. Your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. Pushed down for the tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tough.
Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Caught behind the line. It's Burns. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking left. He makes the grab. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. Tripped up for the tackle.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Breaks the tackle. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints. With this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Lost, the defense is wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Gets it to the back. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Gets rid of it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Slings it downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's got him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Finds a man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, it's picked off.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Buying some time. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Oh, it's reverse. Makes a man miss. Fights off a defender. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can hand them the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get them going full speed in motion.
There he goes. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Let's go. They'll try it over the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually.
Touchdown, Longhorns! trip to the house. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Pressure coming. Looking for the score. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Seminoles are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. On the ground. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? trying to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. From the gun. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
The play-action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and
fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Here he goes. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the 1st down. The defense was offside. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Texas offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Noles will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Here we go, set.
They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's in open space downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. The throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college